Will Dricus Du Plessis successfully defend his UFC middleweight title, or will Israel Adesanya get it done? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
That's a rivalry, right? Like after all the bad things said between each other, it's actually not that bad, but it's, you know, that's the narrative that's going to be built. Yeah, I don't know. I hope Izzy gets it done. I've been watching Izzy for a long time. Dricus I haven't watched as much, but he's tough. You know, two guys that don't like each other is always a good fight. And I don't think Izzy's going to change much, right? He's gonna stick to what he's good at doing, and that's picking people apart. So I don't really know who's going to win that. You also have to throw in the wild card of like Dricus. He can wrestle and make it ugly and make it like a crazy panic. So that's tough, man. I don't know. I would have to go with the veteran since I got my ass whooped by one.
Izzy. It depends on Du Plessis if he wants to wrestle. If he wants to make it a boring, like wet blanket type of fight, I think he can do that. It just depends on how much of grappling has Izzy been on over these past like 4 or 5 months. But if he wants to be on the feet, he can't hang with Izzy on the feet. So it really depends on what kind of fighter Du Plessis wants to be. It's almost like with John Jones versus Gan. I think had Jones decided to risk it on the feet, he could have lost it, but he didn't. He went for the easy answer to hook him down. So that's how I view Du Plessis.
Izzy.
I definitely see Izzy winning that fight for sure.
Hey, I'm gonna go with Adesanya on that one, man. He's a better fighter than him. He's more well-rounded, and I think he's a better fighter than Du Plessis. So I'm going to shoot for Adesanya on that one.
I think Israel, I think the time off was probably good for him. I think that was a mental battle. So I think he's going to come back and be a different guy in there. Dricus is a guy who just throws, reckless abandon in there. He comes forward. He's willing to exchange and get dirty in there. But I think Israel's the more technical striker. And I think he's going to be able to piece him up from the outside. I think Israel gets the job done.
I don't know, man. The drama with that, it's kind of annoying. Like they're both selling it too much. I don't really care who wins. I think Izzy wins, but Dricus is also very unorthodox. He's kind of hard to, game around. But I think Izzy wins, but I don't know. It's a tough one too.
First off, I got a cool story about Dricus. Me and him, whenever I moved down to Florida 5 years ago, before it was Kill Cliff, it was called, we were at Hard Knocks 365 still. Yep. It was actually me and his first day. And he's way more gigantic than I am. So it was kind of funny getting to go with him. But anyways, our very first day at the gym, we went together and I got to do some grappling with him. I was like, holy shit, this dude is good. And he was also gigantic and super athletic, But anyways, super cool dude. I just saw him recently and it was good talking to him. Man, with that fight, I don't really know. I think that Izzy is... I'm such a big fan of Izzy, man. Speaking of IQ, his striking IQ is off the charts. And I think that he can outstrike anybody. And I think that, unfortunately, his striking level is going to be a lot further ahead than Dricus. Dricus is super athletic, super good. Also, high level IQ, but I think that Izzy's going to be able to just be a little bit better in the striking department, and it's going to go a long way. And he's going to be able to move his feet, set traps, and probably going to get Dricus shooting. Because I think Dricus will start finding a hard time finding him on the feet. So he's going to have to get desperate and start trying to take him down. And I think Izzy is just elite at avoiding the takedowns. And it's not even necessarily because of his like counter wrestling or anything, but it's because of the understanding of his striking and his ability to control range. And I do feel like he's probably just going to be able to avoid the takedown because he's done it with so many other great grapplers. But I will say, I think if Dricus can get his hands on him, I think Dricus could definitely finish him on the ground. So super good fight, man. But I would probably put my money on Adesanya. I wouldn't even doubt if it was just a 5-round, just kind of picking them apart. Izzy's so good at keeping distance and making sure the fight goes exactly how he wants it to go, even if it's not the most exciting or anything, So it might be a 5-round unanimous decision for Izzy.
I see Israel winning that. Yeah, Israel winning. Too much of a sharpshooter Israel is for that. I think he'll win that.
Man, I don't even care. Sean Strickland needs to be there. No, I'm just
I think Adesanya will get it done, but I do think that Sean Strickland is more deserving.
Adesanya. That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Dricus.
Israel.